and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new readings every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Death card. And we have the Two of Cups. Interesting. I'm going to get a bit more clarity here. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. This is interesting because this reading actually pertains to somebody in your life, and the majority of the cards that are on the table here actually have nothing to do with you, which tells me that this person who is in your life has some important part to play that has yet to play out. What I'm picking up on here is that there is someone in your life who there is some sort of reunion happening here with the Two of Cups. Now, this could have been somebody that you had some sort of romantic relationship from the past or potential for romance, but I'm seeing that nothing really came of it. What I'm seeing is that in the past, you were very logical and rational. You had a lot of people who looked up to you. You were very good with words and communication. There was sort of this very, like, if anybody approached you, it had to be very direct. It had to be very obvious that they had interest in you. What I'm sort of seeing here is that there was something that happened between the two of you where you may have unintentionally self-sabotaged yourself, or there was some sort of sabotage at work. With the Seven of Pentacles is interesting as we have two sevens here. Sevens have to do with wisdom, they have to do with luck, but they have to do also with using your inner wisdom in a certain situation. And what I'm seeing here is that maybe your relationship with your intuition was not as strong at the time, and I'm seeing that you may have shared very similar values with this person, but there was a disconnect between your intuition and your logic. There was a disconnect between your masculine and feminine energies, which kind of had you closed off from this relationship, which prevented it from ever actually moving forward or anything really happening. I'm also hearing that for some of you with the Queen of Swords, there was sort of this energy where there was a lack of recognition here. Maybe you didn't recognize that this person had an interest in you, or you didn't think that you were worthy, or you were just closed off in a way where you were not looking for that kind of romance or that kind of relationship. Now, what I'm seeing now is that this person and you may not have been in contact for quite some time. I'm seeing that this person recently has come back into your life, but as a very different person in a very different place on their path. There's a lot of pain here, so there may have been a recent breakup or divorce that happened that this person is trying to heal from. I'm seeing with the Four of Cups that whatever situation happened with this ex of this person, there was a lot of overindulgence where it was like maybe things were really great in the beginning, but they quickly fizzled out, or maybe things were very passionate, but then there was no other connection, or maybe it lacked depth. But there was just very much a sense here of disappointment, of maybe things becoming toxic or negative in some way, of a connection which seemed very strong ending up to kind of amount to a whole lot of nothing, a lot of disappointment and a lot of boredom, a lot of disconnection. And what I'm seeing with the Eight of Wands is that there was a communication that has or is going to happen between you and this person where you're going to be coming together very unexpectedly at a very strange point in your life. For you, I'm seeing that you're very much still in this seven energy of planting seeds, even though these seeds are also talking about the values and things you had from the past. There's a different acknowledgement that's happening here where you're now using your logic and your practicality and reason with your intuition. Notice how in the Seven of Wands, we have this light coming out of this woman. She's meditating. She's got all these wands around her. She's using the knowledge of her past. She's learning from her mistakes. There may have been a mistake on your part or some sort of wrongdoing that could have happened, or something that maybe just didn't show you the best version of you that happened in the past with this person. And when this person re-enters your life, you're going to have achieved something major that this person knew from the start back a long time ago when you were still in contact that you were capable of. This may be somebody who has kind of kept an eye on you over the months or years that it's been since you've spoken. Now, what I'm seeing with the Ten of Wands is that you both are sort of in this transition phase. You both are sort of at the end of a cycle, but you're further along in whatever part of your cycle you are in than they are, because we go from 3 to the 4 here. 8 to me is the coming together of your two energies, and now we're at 10, whereas you have a lot of 7s over here. This person's still very much in the beginning stages of whatever this journey is that they're on with the pain of what's going on, but they also have reached some sort of milestone in one of the smaller pieces of this larger awakening that they're going through that has led them onto a different path. Now, what I'm seeing is that the two of you have sort of merged together in the sense that there's some sort of communication that's happened. So it could have been that one of you friended the other one on social media, you ran into each other at a reunion, or you ran into each other at a random place. Whatever it is, the reunion here was very unexpected. The communication was very unexpected. Now, what I'm seeing with death and rebirth here is that there is very much this coming together of energy that's happening where this person who is from your past is working on themselves. They're kind of birthing this new identity. For a lot of them, they were in a very committed relationship. So I'm very much seeing that this was either a very serious long-term relationship that they were in, or they were actually married and they're getting divorced. And so there is a big shift that's happening in their world at this time. And they are now birthing this new version of themselves as a single person who is also in more alignment with the values and the things that they desire. For you, I'm seeing that you are becoming more yourself and stepping into more of an authentic version of yourself. You are now not only acknowledging the values and the priorities that you have, but you are actually aligning your behavior to be congruent with that, which is very important because I'm hearing that there's been a disconnect in the past between your values and priorities and your behavior. That may be part of why this person in the past, the relationship didn't go past maybe friends, or maybe you did briefly date or have some sort of fling, but it didn't really go anywhere. Before, you were very closed off. Now I'm seeing with the Two of Cups here that there is a potential for a couple of things here. One of them could be that this could be a potential soulmate or lover type situation where they're coming back into your life at a different point in your life because the universe is sort of giving you another opportunity to kind of see if that spark is still there and if it can be something else. For others of you with the Two of Cups, what I'm seeing is that there is sort of this coming together of energies because there is something important that the both of you are meant to teach each other. This is also somebody who's going to fill your cup in some sort of way, regardless of whether it becomes anything else or if it's just somebody who's meant to sort of teach you or bring you something in your life. And what I mean by fill your cup is this is somebody who has very pure intentions. This is somebody who believes in you and supports you in a healthy, positive way, and you also support them. There's very much a reciprocal energy here. There's a meeting of equals that's happening here. I'm curious, let's see if we can get any more information on what you can expect from this relationship. Interesting. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. I'm hearing forgiveness. So one of the main reasons that this person is coming into your life is that they are meant to teach you something important about forgiveness. Now, I said earlier that there may have been a wrongdoing or something that you may have done that maybe wasn't a good portrayal of the best version of yourself, or there was some sort of sabotage that had happened here. I'm hearing that there's going to be some closure on that with the Four of Swords. There's going to be some healing, but something else I'm seeing here is that you are both going to bring new ideas to each other, new awakenings to each other, new ways of looking at things, new perspective that is going to help both of you moving forward. It's interesting because oftentimes when I have readings, I don't really have this equal balanced energy. There's usually one person is in one place and someone else is another. This is a very equal energy. This is someone who meets you on all the same levels, but also can grow with you. It's very much I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It's just a very balanced, consistent energy. The King of Pentacles is somebody who, they may not always be like the most romantic person, or they may be very earthly in the sense that they like to provide, and they may be a little bit more traditional in the sense of certain mannerisms and certain manners. This is somebody who also is very stable though. This is somebody who's a very consistent, stable energy. And what I'm seeing is with the Two of Cups, and then we have the King of Pentacles that came out, this is very, very much an equal, balanced, grounded energy. This is like, even if nothing else comes of it and you're just really great friends, this is somebody who is on your level, who also can bring you to new heights. There we go. That's a good way of wording it. That's the best way I can describe it. You are both equals, but you can bring each other to new heights through the way you perceive things and through the way you communicate and the ideas that you communicate between each other. It's interesting because the cards are intentionally not giving a whole lot of information in terms of like past what I've said. There's no indication of exactly what's going to happen here. And that could be possibly because it's a collective reading. But I also think there's this sort of mystery here. And I think part of it is contingent on how you both choose to move forward. And also part of it's meant to be kept a secret because it's meant to, like, it's almost like it wouldn't have the same effect if you knew ahead of time what was going to happen. So I'm going to leave the reading here. And if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. Your affirmation for this reading, there's a big, other than like the whole equal energy thing, there's a big emphasis here on values and priorities. And I feel like your authenticity to sticking to your values and priorities is also going to be a big indication of what happens with this relationship. So with that being said, I think your affirmation needs to be, I am staying aligned to my values and my priorities. I just got another message, sorry, and that's why I was quiet. The 10 of Wands, this path just like is sticking out to me all of a sudden. There's little wands that are lighting the path and they're particularly bright in this moment. What I'm seeing here is that there's a path here that the two of you, it's like your two paths have merged together for this particular instance. Part of it is because one of the things that you're meant to teach this person is a path you've already walked that they are having to learn how to walk, and vice versa. For some of you, if this is a romantic partner, this could be a twin flame or a soulmate type situation here. But I'm very much hearing that the path is going to become more clear. You're very much meant to pay attention to synchronicities when it comes to this relationship. Okay, so I'm really going to leave the reading there now. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.